issues, Commander.
No way through that fence except in pieces. Let's find another way around. Just imagine the hustle and bustle of this place in its heyday. Shame it's all going to scrap now.
You were regarded as being inept, shall we say?
We need to find us a fuse to get this old thing operational again.
His own leader is beyond his depth. He and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling a galloping redworm.
I am unfamiliar. That to mean it will be without exertion? If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, guide him, is as ineffective as you suggested. But his advisor, the Consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Solely? Your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself. Your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
Yep, they've commandeered those mechs. Might want to choose this battle
detected.
wisely.
Source. Terminating search. Results uncertain. Doubt. Duplicity.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
combination. Cooperating.
Hostiles, Nick.
Say that for all doers.
Exposure. Undermining functioning.
After some quick mental calculations, I do see merit in your last declaration. It was astonishingly logical, in fact.
How charming that I've surprised an esteemed man such as yourself. In turn, I wish to thank you for toning down your bloviating. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal quarter.
Yes, you must be quite busy between product launches and accounting bits. But I will be here as long as it takes to ensure the order isn't taken advantage of by duplicitous actors.
Instigating search. Triangulating source.
Let us turn our attentions once more to Golden Ridge. I am grateful we could come to an accord after that unfortunate attack on Outpost Opportunity, but many questions remain.
Of course. Allow me to offer this bit of data, then. The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly executed her.
Ah, so the Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Even though the hostages yet live, this crime happened under your purview.
I would remind you that these innocents survived because of our quick and accurate analysis of the situation. I do not appreciate insinuation that we allowed chaos to run rampant on our watch. Chances are high that any erratic variable is a result of your people meddling in our affairs.
Ridiculous. Next you'll be claiming we're blamed for all of your past failures. Why, the mere prediction of our arrival years ago sent you into a tizzy. Isn't that right?
I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate. But I was heartened to hear that your leaders convinced Westport residents to seek shelter in Fairfield. Things rarely end this way for the Protectorate's abandoned subjects.
Ah, yes. The Protectorate had their folk living in fear between all those hangings and maniacal proclamations. That was all the opening we needed to acquire some hearts and minds.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold. Worrisome indeed.
Unknown person hostile. Get ready. Exposure. Undermining functioning.
According to my analysis prior to this meeting, exists between our parties to suggest a high chance of success should a treaty or alliance be agreed upon.
Treaty? As in a contract?
This unit welcomes you
Goodness,
to... My records
there's no
do not
need to
indicate...
rush into
Searching my
such
records.
formalities, Vicar.
This sector's long...
Especially- So much has yet to be discussed.
That's a lot of supplies left on it.
By my estimation, if we formed an alliance, say,
Looks like a
within the
fight.
next month, we would see
Armed and ready.
be out of protectorate.
By your... Do explain, how did you arrive at this estimation? What model did you utilize? Which metrics?
Oh, you see, I'm renowned for my ability to read a room, as we call it in my business, where common sense meets observational data, you might say.
I'm starting to get an eerie feeling, like someone's got their lamps on us.
Look alive, Commander.
They'll go no further, Infidel. This next shot won't miss.
Back in business.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Searching for target. Red. Exposure. Undermining. Functioning.
What are you doing down there?
Rat's tingling.
Have you given up? You were there before. Refraining from a gratuitous battle cry to improve combat firing. Escalating aggression by 3.8%. What are you doing down there? I can hear you. Have you given up? What are you doing down there?
It's a brawl.
Balancing the equation. Have you given up? I can hear you scampering around like a little sprat. Just fine then. Cross that bridge and see how well you fare.
We're so close. One elevator ride away from having debris in our crosshairs. Finally.
suppose we can entertain a tentative agreement. I hereby agree that both of our parties will lay down their arms. I am pleased to hear it. There is no need for senseless bloodshed when we may yet come to an accord.
But a contract signing may still be a ways off. But we might consider the hierarchy between our parties, should we wish to put a merger, an alliance.
No, we wouldn't want any unseemly squabbles over power. Especially when presiding bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people.
Foresight is nothing without propaganda, and our trade marketing has already won protectorate hearts and minds. If unification is what you want, ingenuity is what you need.
So you think that your people should rule? I certainly won't downplay the powers of persuasion here, but Arcadian matters are best suited for Arcadians. We actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further than the abbot, who welcomed refugees to Matriarch's mercy.
Law, there they are, right out in the open. Best speed this up. We can't have gotten Law before DeVries goes through with her plan.
He's actively undermining him, even with his data.
Meanwhile, Auntie's choice has done little to alleviate the refugee crisis it helped create. Indeed, my projections may be accurate. You are more interested in what you can steal.
Dear Vicar, you are not yourself. Perhaps Auntie and your bishop should continue these talks. We'd be happy hosts. We do enjoy dazzling guests with a tour of our stolen artifacts.
There is only a 14% chance that you are jesting. No. If anyone in Arcadia is fit to host such discussions, it is presiding Bishop Bassar. Anyone else would be an insult.
Come on, come on. No, damn you.
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander.
It's over, Augustine. Nowhere left to run. No more lies you can peddle or people you can burn. Your rewards come due.
Ibarra, I was unaware of your survival until recently. Believe it or not, I was happy you survived. But to see you still seeking solace in the Commander's shadow is disappointing. You could have done anything with your life. Shrugged off the bad memories. But now you're both here to meddle. Law knows why. Oh, certainly. And then I'll brew us some tea and we can gossip about the latest pitchball matches. Do you think me an idiot? I've no interest in continuing this little reunion. What happened in Horizon Point, well, I had no choice but to do as I did. And I'm prepared to do the same again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late. Everything. The Order is on the verge of learning how to control the rifts. They just need the right data, and a prototype modulator that's hidden away in a Protectorate lab on Praetor. But like the Protectorate before them, Auntie's choice must never have access to that technology. No. The Order's seers approached me after I arrived in Arcadia, and proved to me that I needed to act, to stop the Protectorate's rift research from annihilating our galaxy. You were an unwelcome variable. Prior knowledge could have changed your actions, and the seers had predicted that you and your team would perish in the process regardless. I tried to put it out of mind when you and I first spoke. I had to focus. But all I could think of was the cost I was being asked to pay to ensure the mission's success, and I forced myself to complete it. I trusted that with Horizon Point's destruction, humanity might be saved, but it wasn't. It was only the start. I must finish what I started. That's not what happened. Your presence disrupted their equation, and the mission could not risk failure. And I didn't kill any of you. I simply did not interfere.
Sure you ain't kin to Auntie Cleo? Because you sure as hell know how to pass the buck.
Whatever you think of me, it wasn't so simple to sit back and listen as they met their ends. Every instinct I had was yearning to act, but I could not. And I'm not seeking absolution. From you, anyhow. I know the distinction matters not to you, but it does to me. And what happened there forced me to search for a way to stop the rifts. To stop the thoughts that plagued me. You recall what I said of the rift modulator, of the data? It's the only way to control the rifts, and only the Order can be trusted with this power. You know who these corporatists are, how they deal with their competitors. Imagine now how a war spurred by greed might be won, when fought with rifts instead of guns. You see? The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace. If they don't complete the mission they started, everything I have done will have counted for nothing.
Enough! Just enough, Augustine. I can't listen to any more of these excuses. I've got all the answers I needed, Commander. She's gone over the threshold and ain't no bringing her back. Best we make this quick, before she can hurt anyone else.
You think you have it in you to pull the trigger, Ibarra?
Had 10 years to practice. Give the order, Commander. How many times do you need a snake to bite you to realize its nature? She's shown us who she is, Commander. She's showing us again right now. No, it wasn't just talk, but I never thought she'd turn into this. Fine. I'll follow your lead. Just don't ask me to forgive her, Commander. It ain't in me. Not after all she's done.
It doesn't matter. Nothing you can say to me will change the issue at hand. If I'm to give the Order the means to close the rifts, the peace talks must end. 2 dead delegates? That's a fair price to pay. We've paid worse. Is that so? Please then, enlighten me on how you might save the Order from itself. The fact that they're even entertaining a partnership with a void-damned corporation puts the lie to that. Proves they'll sell their precious beliefs if it's convenient enough. But even if what you say is true, there's no undoing the past. Not for me. I don't belong here. On the Earth Directorate's nothing more than a memory. This mission is all I have. So if you won't leave me to carry out my plans, Commander, then all that's left is your bullet. Savannah. I was never a good friend to her, even when she was all I had. Sometimes I thought her a fool for putting such faith in me. But if she still does, maybe. No, it doesn't matter. You've made it clear you despise me for what I've done to you, to your crew. Now you wish to convince me that you want me to live? Do you actually? I want nothing more than that, but I just didn't understand there was another path I could take. Not until this moment. I see now that my judgment has been compromised. So we will do this your way. No harm will come to the delegates, and I will stand down. But there's more you should know. I've recovered a cartridge from the Earth Directorate satellite I brought down. It's here, with me, and it contains the rift data gathered from every system they monitor. If you process this data, you can use it to improve the prototype rift modulator on Praetor. Once that's finished, the rifts can finally be closed. Everyone will be saved. That's kind. But there's a reason I only ever worked alone, Commander. I'm at my limit. I know you can save us. And this cartridge will at least give you a head start. There's also a high-priority message from the Chief of Ops on there. I was unable to decrypt it, but you certainly have the means to do so on your ship. It may be 3 years old, but hopefully the information it contains is still relevant. Here, it's yours. May the numbers guide you, Commander. Wait, what in the void is that?
Law damn! Ain't ever seen a thing like this! We need to move! Now!
Follow me, quick!
Shit! That rift's expanding! Pick up the pace!
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander, the full parameters are as follows. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. The extreme nature of stated emergencies supersedes any other considerations. I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms DeVries's assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. Agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their discretion, even under normal directives, which you are no longer bound by. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive, and may be open to working with you to regain access. Seeking their assistance is recommended. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station and have sent messages expressing gratitude. It seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters. Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander? This unit strongly advises against acknowledged. It is worth noting that the order you've also received. Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. Report on board the ACS. It appears you now have permission to...
Never work.
What happened back there? We had her cornered, bullets chambered, justice within reach, and you just let her go? What am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to trust you the next time a tough choice has to be made? Then why'd you do it? Mercy's a fine concept, but I'm not convinced everyone deserves it. Just hope we don't come to regret our stayed hand. I'm gonna need time to muddle through all this, so let's just end things there, for now.
I'm glad we made it off Greater Tranquility Station. I only hope we do not pay for this decision.
Never thought you'd manage to save DeVries along with the delegates. They could be good allies when we look for help closing the rifts. Reckon my being present for the dramatic rescue will gain... There's one thing I can't shake, though. Wouldn't happen to be the universe trying to tell us something, would it? I reckon it's saying that all our political By the way, what DeVries said about Auntie and the Rift Tech, don't take it to heart, huh? I'd agree with... Still, whether we gain... Anyway, appreciate...
What do you need, Commander?
Such as...
Need some alone time for now.
Saving the delegates from DeVries took considerable effort, dear. Of course you could, but you didn't. May the plan...
Act 1.
This is Auntie Cleo, offering a warm welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and ethically grey consultants who labor with committing to a side.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend, to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's Choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our...
Where'd you learn how to weld, anyway?
You seem like a go-getter.
Have a profitable day.
I'm Jean Tyler, sixth base person for the Anti-Cleo's Darlings. I believe Spacer's chosen goalie at the end of the 56th inning. Then it's Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that Moon Man's grinning face, I want to cleave him in twain. Anti-Choice Darlings! We won! Hostile takeover this! Right back at you!
I'm Anti-Cleo, and I endorse this message. Attention valued employees, Andy here to brighten your workday with a report.
Ever read the Middle Manager Handbook? Whatever you sound, really shores up the foundation of your fundamentals. Working hard or hardly working?
Product development, the force loaf and butter of our entire operation. Thanks to our marketing wizards.
Hey, we could use more go-getters like you.
Someone's bucking for a promotion. Sales of new and improved stimulants and nutrition supplements are up 11% quarter-over-quarter. Not too shabby, but that's a small change compared to experimental operations, where top lab coats are doing pioneering confidential work in... whatever they're working on.
These rats are due for eating. Where are the ones bound for Praetor? Hey, you haven't seen any loose raptidons running around, have you? Unbelievable. Last time I got stuck with the blame for someone else's ineptitude, I got demoted 2 full ranks. You wouldn't happen to be someone well-versed in weapons, explosives, and/or advanced hand-to-hand fighting, would you? And, you know, work cheap? Uh-huh. Exactly. Oh, good. Someone competent and undemanding. If the Raps aren't here, they've got to be on the creature combat conditioning deck, unbound and undoubtedly pugnacious. This here card will give you access to the elevator at Market Compliance. That, in turn, is behind the value-added esplanade next to the entrance to Head Office Tower. See any Raps loose there? Shoot, explode, or thwack them unsparingly.
Poor Raps. Now they gotta die just because these hullheads didn't look after them properly.
Review. First up, excessive corporate malfeasance. The division that earns us less when they work more. Ease off the throttle, okay? Won't be any malfeasance.
You go on ahead. I'm sure he's yelling about what to do.
Please have identification. You're not a transfer or visiting auntie. Well, you're in luck. Aunties are. You're clearly a valued part. All it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice hollow advertorial inside your. Good question. Splendid. Enjoy your time on the ACS Undisputed Claim. The prop from there. Make your way.
Exploit the local fauna like it's your life's work. I get it. Between the rifts, aggressive rivals, and the actions of maverick breeders.
If it were up to me, you'd get it.
Out there right now, the market hates us. But I have no truck with the ambition to.
This area is for client intake specialists only. So, I admire your go-where-I-want attitude.
We will all thrive.
You have questions? We have answers. Anything you need to... Like what? Ask away. Anything at the Esplanade. Definite. You're not think... Oh, that's an easy... Like who? I almost need detail. No way you're... Like most of our exec... Well, farewell.
Well, if it isn't our favorite contractor. Beats one. Just want to say I'm a big fan of your work.
Unavoidable embedded chemicals with antis. The ACS Undisputed Claim is not only our corporate headquarters and flagship, it's the heart of our efforts to spread unbridled self-betterment and free trade across the galaxy. Our flagship also sports a bustling commercial promenade where you'll find a wide assortment of products, wares, and miscellaneous bric-a-brac from all Auntie's Choice departments.
Live, love, laugh, purchase, and consume.
With Auntie.
Hey, you, soldier with the, got a delivery for an Inez Silong?
Yeah, it's me all right?
Hey, just a courier friend, nothing funny like. A soldier named Ortiz hired me to... Couldn't tell you. The client paid... As a reminder, we don't offer return-to-sender service unless you...
Ugh. Ain't heard from Ortiz in months.
Bet they'll name you employee of the fiscal quarter.
It's like a glimpse of Arcadia's future, if Auntie's choice has its way.
You there? Yes, you! I recognize your kind anywhere. You're one of those folks that eats food, and You feeling famished? Peckish? The best...
And the best healthcare your bits can buy. Plus, as part of Auntie's family, your purchases drive our perpetual growth and fund the unparalleled systems that bring the best things in life to life all across the...
Feeling queasy? Made by the finest of ants. You'll need to see Dr. R. Don't worry.
On this exciting... Oh, hey, think you dropped something?
Yeah, you dropped something. Word to the wise. Plenty of opportunists here, eager to take you for all you're worth. You're lucky I found that...
Because we worship this, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate...
Afraid I'm not being paid to talk to you at present.
To what you want through your
Chewing is for chumps and injecting... Step on up and pick your poison, or I've got all...
lengthy approval process.
Unrelated bric-a-brac. We market the most miscellaneous...
Feast your...
Years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now. As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing.
All right. Need anything? Why, it's only the most at the...
As an early adopter at
Welcome to the bottom runger. Exclusive home of the ref. Not tending bar right. That's what everyone. And however, Mayor...
After all, that's what unbridled freedom's all about.
Step right up for the most exorbitant...
We cure all physical ails.
Don't...
You look unfortified. Getting enough emulsifiers in your diet?
Ever miss a limited time offer? Working hard or hardly working?
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles! We're literally giving them away! Sample one of our popular horse products. They're completely edible.
People say Angie's choice is sub rosa.
Hey, go-getter. Get yourself over here.
Look, I'll be direct. We've had our eye on... You possess the sort of rugged, from the meekest flunky to the most... There's two things I desperately require. We're working on a brand new set of... Of course it pay... You've got the stuff that can't be faked. Or step inside. I'll introduce... He'll tell you how we do things, how we sell All it requires, head into our...
Purple berry product samples! Purple berry product samples!
It's the burning sensation on everyone's tongue and upper GI tract. The Raptidon Bite. Exclusively at the bar.
Against the Protectorate's entire roster. Enjoy the simple pleasure of watching professional athletes bludgeon each other. Such a relatable interest. See, subordinates, I'm just like you. Until next time, look for me in the platinum executive skybox above the line of scrimmage.
Anti-Cleos was specifically founded to fight what nature inflicts, to offer higher quality pharmaceuticals designed to be better than nature.
Who do you think's getting this big promotion?
My bits are on Ormsby. She's the more...
Sorry, time is
Ever read
bits.
the Middle
bits
Manager
is time,
Handbook?
or
It really shores up the foundation of your fundamentals.
Look at you rocketing up the corporate ladder.
Arriving. Station. Office tower.
Why do I feel like we're about to meet some of the most nettlesome people in the world?
Which do you like invading more? The Protectorate or the Order?
All that Protectorate EA thing is downright unnerving. But at least they don't worship numbers or some such.
Then you?
Welcome. Unfortunately, I think I just sold my last rock.
Well, welcome, future and don't take it. I've got armor and all.
Ready to waste her.
Can't tell the difference between cover and concealment? Then you need a good set of officers.
In proprietary insight acquisition, demoted for playing confidential.
Experience the most sought-after inebriates on the
Perhaps a strategic.
Exclusively here at the bottom runner.
Congrats! You're now a file clerk. Clerk those files. When you told colleagues over drinks at the bottom runner that I was, quote, long in... Arriving.
Them wraps all taken care of yet? All good news to me. Here's...
Pills, good for what ails you.
Tramacular, arriving any moment.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend, to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stack the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Cal City.
Done. Head on back to the studio. Mitt will be waiting.
Sorry, in the midst of composing my latest product-oriented dramatization. Talk later.
No autographs, I'm afraid. Not outside of special
Here for a
appearances.
recording session? Sorry.
Normally I
in the
would,
midst
but
of composing
my
my
agent would space
latest
me.
product-oriented dramatization. Talk later.
Yes? Can I help you? Ah, you appear like a rugged sort. Let me guess. Thessaly sent you. Charmed. Yes, well, dive right in, shall we? To begin, allow me to share a bit on how we shape ideas. Part the veil about this magical art we call advertising. Willing dreams of a better life, a better you, connection and ease from aches, sorrows, and worry. The product is immaterial. We do have one. I'd need to look it up, though. A little background first to frame your thinking. There are 4 personality types we appeal to when writing advertisement copy.
I'm like you.
I'm who you want to be.
I, who have cultivated a persona as a sarcastic doubter, am not normally into things. So you really ought to listen to me about this.
And I just hate that thing that never happens, yet absolutely could.
Any other general questions before we get started?
Somehow all of them, apparently.
Even the most buttoned-down rule follower imagines themselves a rebel in some way.
All right. I'll ask a few questions about your singular way of looking at things. Then translate your unique perspective into lines for the ad. Now, first question. How can we best understand those like you? Any insight on your kind of unique perspective? All right. Calling all. Next question. How do we best illustrate credibility? Say, through something you know, or hate. Right, you know it. What's an aspirational goal for those who identify with you? Your needs, last question. And I should mention we have a little leeway to fine-tune the product offering. Now with a full body bib included with every purchase.
Ah, yes. Suppose you might need to hear it assembled. I can... Oh. All right, that's a wrap. Roll the assembly. Fine work, everyone. Take a good...
Calling all shrewd schemers. You know an opportunity when you see it. And take it, your needs are different than everyone else's. That's why we've updated our premier cyst rides just for you. Auntie Cleo and Pals deep-fried... Now with a full body bib included with every purchase.